In 1964, a man named Sherman Poppin created the snowboard. Due to his love for surfing the ocean, he created a surfboard that would surf the winter landscapes in the Rockies. His first prototype was a 1.2 meters long board. It was two skis bolted together with steel tracks to hold the rider's feet down. This was called a snurfer, equaling snow surfing. The flexibility of the board is an important aspect of how the board works. It gives the rider more control of the board, allows for more tricks to be done, and makes it possible to ride through the deep powder. Also, speed is gained by converting gravitational potential energy into kinetic energy of motion.
The first material used for snowboards was just wood. As time has passed by, the composition of snowboards has become much more complex. Nowadays, depending on the brand, the materials can vary, although there are certain aspects to the layered composition that remain the same, such as top sheet, fiberglass, steel inserts, plastic base, resin system, rubber foil, and most importantly, the core. The core structure is what determines the longitudinal strength and stiffness of the board. The common material for core is wood or foam, although foam is not often used since boards can lose their camber easier. Today, there are alternative materials that can be used to make the core. Some of these new materials include carbon, Kevlar, aluminum honeycomb, titanium, and air. Kevlar has high strength, is a good dampener, and is good under tension and lightweight.
These are two scanning electron microscope pictures of pure Kevlar, a material that can be used for the core of a snowboard.
First, you must use chemistry to produce polyparaphenylene terephthalamide, the basic plastic from which Kevlar is made. Then this is turned into strong fibers through a process called wet spinning, which involves forcing a concentrated solution of polyparaphenylene terephthalamide through a sieve to produce many long, thin, and strong pieces of fiber, which are all neatly lined up in the same direction. These pieces of strong fiber are then cut to length and woven into a tough mat, which we know today as Kevlar. Kevlar's exceptional strength comes from the fact that the strands of fiber are all oriented in the same direction, which makes them extremely difficult to separate.
Kevlar is a lightweight but strong fiber created by the company DuPont in 1965. DuPont's goal was to find a fiber that would be light and durable for new car tires. They hired a team led by a chemist named Stephanie Kolik. She discovered that polyparaphenylene terephthalamide and polybenzamine created an amazing fiber. She had this fiber tested through the spinneret, which was a machine designed to test fiber durability. A fiber that broke often through the spinneret was nylon, and surprisingly her fiber did not break. Once word got to the supervisors, the fiber was tested further on and came to be known as Kevlar. Kevlar can be found in many things such as helmets, armor, gloves, sleeves, jackets, racing canoes, shoes, and many more.
Kevlar is one of the strongest materials in the world. It not only revolutionized tires, but also the world. It is said to be 5 times as strong as steel. Kevlar helps things we use in society last longer, as well as protection for our safe being. For example, Kevlar linings of tires helps them last longer and avoid being punctured. Kevlar is also in gloves and boots, which will protect against scratches and drops in the feet. Since Kevlar is lightweight, soldiers can run and perform knowing they are protected against small arm fires and knives.
Because of the versatility of products Kevlar can be used in, it has had a big commercial impact for civil and military defense sectors. The commercial impact especially increased when America's National Institute of Justice wanted to develop bulletproof clothing using Kevlar. In 2011, government spending on body armor was set to reach $1.19 billion by 2021. Furthermore, because of its properties in addition to the military use, it has also expanded to different markets. As of 1998, Kevlar accounted for 85% of the global market para-aramid fibers. So, Kevlar surprisingly can be dangerous to the environment. It does not decompose easily and won't for a very long time, if ever. The interesting fact, though, is that it is 100% recyclable, meaning we don't have to keep producing Kevlar when we can reuse it multiple times over and over. Kevlar can be harmful to animals and plants due to the toxic sulfuric acid that helps create Kevlar. A cool fact about Kevlar is that it cleans very nicely and also doesn't shrink when washed like other materials.